Anyhow, it's just so frustrating working so hard. The reason I work so hard and have been working for 7 years straight doing this every single day is because I just know that this horrible day is coming. I'm honestly not afraid of it. I'm not afraid of it at all. But I'm worried for all the people who don't get it, who don't see it coming. People like my sister who've had all these children and think they're living in like some fairy tale and everything's kumbaya. There's going to be a really bad day that comes that's going to blindside a lot of people, and they're going to wish in that moment that they'd thought more about things in the past. In that moment's where the light bulb's going to go off and be like, you know what? In the last 15 years, I've gone to a lot of movies about the apocalypse. Man, we were just watching that movie as a family. You know what I mean? It's like people are not putting two and two together. They've forgotten about history. Because that's it. I mean, most of us alive, we haven't lived during any major wars. Yeah, we've had the wars going on in the Middle East, but only so many thousand have had to go over there. It's been a small percentage of the population. Had to do a lot of tours. Most people are just living in oblivion. You know? They're playing video games. They're living in front of fat screens. They're sitting on cushy couches, snacking, chowing down, convenience stores, fast food. You know? They're too comfortable. You guys, there's a horrible agenda coming. We could be living it right now. This could be the beginning of it. I hope it's not. I hope we got more time. But eventually the day is going to come. I've said the same thing a million times. We could be at the start point right now. Again, that Event 201 says that the outbreak starts relatively slowly. It seems like the world has it under control. And then after 6 months, people begin to rapidly die off in poor communities in megacities. And again, their definition of megacities, I would assume 20 biggest cities in the world. In the U.S., we have 2 of them, New York and Los Angeles. But it's not to say that it couldn't even be more that's targeted. Just depends on how extreme they're going to go with it. These people do have the capability to unleash a disease on us. And right now what's going on, we're seeing all these celebrities supposedly get it, and they're coming back and they're saying, oh, it's cool, it doesn't seem like it's so bad. Realize these could be phases of an operation. If they really intend to do this 6 months into the process, which is possible, I wouldn't put it past them. Right now, it could just be about familiarizing ourselves with it. Oh yeah, I remember when the celebrity got it. Didn't seem like it was that big of a deal. 6 months from now, they could say that the virus mutated. It became more lethal. It became more likely to spread. They could say anything to us in 6 months. But just realize the simulation they gave us, it is very similar to what is going on right now. But we are not to the 6 month point, so we won't know if what happened in the simulation really plays out in 6 months. But again, we just got to think about everything going on. I've been telling you, since the day Donald Trump was announced as 45th president-elect, which was the early hours of November 9th, 2016. I told it to you all that day. In the middle of the night, I was up and I made a video, rather lengthy one. I said, look at this. Mr. Wall becomes the president-elect on the anniversary of the fall of the Berlin Wall. I said they're going to collapse the market. House of Cards TV show. House of Cards is terminology for something on the verge of collapse. Berlin Wall equals 45. Holy Bible equals 45. Falling walls in the Bible, Jericho. Mike Pence, 45. It's all symbolism. I said this is not good to have this guy as president for number 45. The symbolism of it. They got shitbag Americans who I guess wish they were celebrities so they could just grab any woman by the pussy and be arrogant assholes. We got shithead Americans actually supporting this guy. We have all this divisive propaganda, all this racially charged propaganda, all this stuff to make every different group of people hate every other group of people. All of this stuff going on right now, all these apocalyptic films, What were they doing in 2013? In 2013, they had Janet Napolitano stepping down from